fun chore.
Fun what?
Chore, getting ready that quickly.
Or I don't.
Boom.
I wouldn't.
Hey, look.
I wouldn't say
It's
that
us.
we're like ready.
You don't think that we're ready?
No.
That's probably true.
I can see
Yeah, I'm all like,
that I have. Do you see it? Like there's a piece of hair doing a floof thing, but I can't find it when I try to touch it.
I'll fix it.
Hey, thanks.
You're welcome. All right, let me silence this here. There we go. Now I'm not talking in my ear
Look,
the
see?
whole time. Yeah, you're
I
beautiful.
couldn't find it.
Here, tell you what. Instead of moving the camera, slide over that way just a little bit, please. I know the table gets in the way. It's a pain, but hey, now we're nice.
Is that better?
Nice and. But now I with this.
How loud are our children in the background?
There, see, and you're in the focus there. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm in the focus here, kind of, sort of. That's okay. We're gonna be here most of the day. Hi.
Most of the day.
Yep, most of the day.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm exhausted.
It's been a day, that's for sure.
It's been a week. It's been a couple of weeks.
Oh,
How are you?
I am tired.
I don't feel like I've even said 2 words to you today.
I know it's been going nonstop. The kids are here, by the way. So if you hear
An epic rap battle
an epic rap battle in
in
the
the background, that would be
yes,
our children.
the camera position's really bothering me.
Okay, well you should fix it.
I'm gonna fix it. Just gotta aim this down just a little bit.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, that's much better. See, now we're like framed in properly and
Okay.
waist up. So
Yeah,
that's-
I don't think anybody notices or cares. I think it's fine.
You don't think anybody notices?
No.
I notice.
If you noticed that before he adjusted it, say so. And, don't just make this worse for me. Only say so if it's really true.
It is really true. It's very, very true. All right, so we've got audio working on both mics. You're on, I'm on. Anyway, so yeah, today has been interesting. It's, I have had appointments all morning and then running around and doing some prospecting sales work. I don't know how well this is gonna work. And the dogs underfoot playing with water bottles.
I think we should just go with it. I
Just
think
go
that you
with
need
it.
like a noise canceller outer.
A noise canceller router?
Yeah, I think
Is
that
that the
could be.
technical term for it?
Well, it could be one of our inventions.
A noise canceller router
Yeah, for that game.
for the game.
Yeah.
Okay. How about we just make like,
So we should go this one. And it should go in opposite order from what I
Okay.
sent. Like I think.
which,
Yeah. No, that would be first, and that would be second.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
I can do that.
And the other one, the last one, would be third because it's the most important one.
You sent me a third one.
Uh-huh. I sent it first.
So this one first, and then this one.
I think so.
All right. And then, let me look and see.
I know, we're very prepared.
Yes.
We're
super
totally ready
prepared.
for this.
This one?
Wait. No.
No?
No.
All
Did you
right.
not get another one?
I think I only got 2.
Go back.
Okay.
Maybe I sent it to someone else. No, that one. That one
This
right
one?
there. That one. Yeah.
The
Yeah, that one. Don't. That one's important.
okay.
Did you see? Hi, Harvey.
Yes. Oh my.
Okay.
Hey, here's Harvey. He wants to be on the live stream too. He says, "Hello, where's my dinner?" You are fat. You are the fat dog.
He's not that fat.
You are the fat.
He's not.
Oh yes. Okay. All right.
Do you need to go outside? Do you need to go outside? Or do you want dinner? All right. All the
Cole's
dogs.
like, all right. I want attention too.
I feel like this is going to go really well
We are.
tonight.
We are just a bunch,
This
aren't we?
is going to go really, really well.
Daisy, you want to turn up here? Hey, Daisy. Hi, Bubby. Hi, Bubby. Yes. Okay.
All our friends
All right.
here.
Are we happy now?
All right.
All
Get
right.
down. Everybody get off. Go on. Good dogs.
Oh, so this one. Oh yeah. You sent me that one too. All right, so you want this one last?
I think it's the most important one.
Okay, all right,
But,
well, that makes sense.
You know, while we're continuing to get ready, I feel like you should update people about what's been going on with us.
What has been going on? All right, so this one first,
I think so.
and then that one?
No, that
No.
one first.
This one first.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Boom.
Okay.
Nailed it.
So,
So,
how's your new job?
it's good. It is good. I had to think about that for a second. It is a lot of activity, and in sales, there's always that build-up transition period, and so we're right in the thick of it. We're dumping a whole lot of energy and a whole lot of time and a whole lot of effort without any results or very few results, and it can get disheartening at times.
It's challenging. I think that we probably would be feeling, and we're doing fine, but I think we'd be feeling more patience with it if it wasn't for this time of year. Like, this is the time of year where everything sort of starts to culminate, and we have a lot of things sort of mounting and hovering over us.
Yes.
So with that said, you know, holidays and such.
But it'll all work out.
It
It'll
will.
all be good.
It will. I think that makes it more difficult to wait through that
Yes.
slump. But we are grateful for your
Yeah.
job. It's been a real blessing to us. And I think, you know, I've had the opportunity, weirdly, for like the last 2 Mondays in a row, we've been in a situation where I've been in the car with you. Like, I've
Yeah.
had to be when you had like these company meetings that were just I don't know if they were your training or just company-wide.
It's our weekly sales
meeting.
meetings, yeah.
But I have to say, like, I don't work for them, but I got off of those calls, you know, with you feeling encouraged. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they're a really positive company, and I think that they've done a lot. They put a lot of good people and good policies and things in place. So we're very grateful for
They really
them and
have.
for that. And we are trusting that there is great success coming.
I'm sure that there will be. Takes some time, but I'm sure that there will be. I'm
And you're
excited
already
about it.
doing very, very well.
Yeah.
Can I drink this?
Sure, you
Okay.
can have it. I don't know where it came from.
Well, it's not like the flu is rampant right now or anything.
My goodness,
So,
everybody's getting the flu.
and strep.
I had an appointment yesterday canceled because he's like, I got the flu. I was like, okay, we'll reschedule.
So we have been sick the last couple of years in a row on either Thanksgiving or Christmas or both. Last year we were sick on Thanksgiving, so we had to do our meal by ourselves. Like, I had a huge turkey,
Yes.
and at the last minute we were, I don't know if we had COVID or what we had, but anyways, we had to I had to do the meal, and I cooked. I did have COVID. I got up and still cooked this massive, like 25-pound turkey just for our 5 people because we
Yes.
were expecting like 20 people.
Right?
And so we went ahead with that. And then Christmas, and so we didn't have anybody over, even though we were supposed to. But then on Christmas Day, we were fine. Like, we were not sick. And then halfway through the day, I just started like tanking. And we were sick again by the end of the day. And we ultimately made your mom sick and a bunch of other people sick.
Oh, yeah, that was
So
that
I'm
was sad.
trying so hard to avoid illness in this last week before Thanksgiving, because eventually our relatives are going to catch on and they're going to be like, I don't think you're really sick at the
Yeah.
holidays. I think you're just avoiding us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was that one.
Harvey,
Stop. Give it to me.
he doesn't want to.
Hey.
Our dogs like to chew on empty water bottles.
Hey.
So if we put them in the trash, they fish them out of the trash. If we leave
Stop it.
them on a counter or a table, they pick them up. If they're half full,
Harvey.
they chew on them until they spill water
Come.
everywhere. It's like their favorite sound in the world, that crunch, crackle
Hey.
sound. But it's really loud.
Here you go.
Oh, thanks. I think I'll stick with this one.
There's a trash can right there.
No, there's not.
There should be.
It's okay. I'll just
Okay.
put it right there.
Where'd my trash can go? Who stole my trash can?
So anyway, I think that we have to do our best to protect our health and our children's health. And it's terrifying too, because our entire church, like, we have this group text, and like basically every family in our church is like, we're sick too, we have the flu, we just tested positive. And I'm like, oh my goodness, just stay away, everybody stay home.
Run away. No, it's all good. So, but man, it's been cold. Waking up sub-zero, not sub-zero, sub-freezing temperatures.
It's been really cold.
And then I finally got the heat working.
Oh, high five.
Yep. After some tremendous digging and scouring the internets for how HVAC systems should work.
Yeah. So
That
you
was-
you did that for a long time, and after you finally figured it out, like it was done,
Yeah.
you had a YouTube video that you had been watching, and it was on the TV, and you left it up, and you were gone. And Silas comes into the room, and he was like, he totally understood what it was. He's like, so that's this, and that means, like he fully, like I believe with my whole heart, just from seeing that still shot on the TV from that YouTube video, that he could have gone outside and just fixed our AC unit.
So come to find out, what had happened was there's a power wire that goes to the thermostat, and then the thermostat jumps that power to whatever like little circuit
Yeah.
it wants to turn on. And back inside the unit, the last guy that we had out working on it,
Which clearly I don't know why we need it if we have YouTube.
well, he had to actually replace a part, and I couldn't get the part. It's complicated. But yeah, he apparently, because he didn't want to come inside and mess with the thermostat, he just wired it up directly outside and wired the two cables together.
Yeah.
And so it worked great in the summertime when it was only supposed to be on AC. But as soon as we switched over to heat, well, it was still energizing the AC circuit and turning the air conditioner on.
Yeah.
And so then all of a sudden, the whole air conditioner would be freezing up after about an hour because the temperatures were so cold
Yeah.
outside, and then not circulating. Oh, it was a mess. I was spinning my wheels for days and days trying to figure out. Because on top of that, I had just replaced our thermostats. And I thought
Yes.
maybe I had done something wrong, and I'm trying
Which
to
is
figure it out.
impossible.
And
It is impossible.
it is possible, but highly unlikely.
Right.
We'll put it that way.
So,
So yeah, we're a little bit more comfortable in the house now.
yes.
We got the fireplace cleaned.
Yeah, I had a chimney sweep out yesterday, and I swear the only thing the kids wanted to know was, is he gonna dance? Like, will he sing the
Yes.
song and dance? And I was
Chimney,
like,
chimney.
I don't think so, but one of the companies I called did have a review that said he sang and did the dance. Like, and they were like, did you call that one? Is that the one that you got to come out? And I was like, I really don't remember. He didn't offer, I didn't ask.
He
but
didn't offer.
But we did get our fireplace cleaned, which is so important because I happen to know firsthand how long it takes our local fire department to get,
Immediately,
Here.
bam.
well, with the truck that can put out the fire.
Yes. We have plenty of long water hoses that will reach in and amongst the house and property. So we'll get a good head start on it.
Well, yeah, I'm sure, yeah. But I think a preventative measure is maybe just
Yeah.
the way to go for now. So
That's true.
we did do that. We skipped it last year, and apparently it was pretty bad. I have to say, I'm so frustrated. Like, we cut our own wood, but sometimes we need additional
Yeah.
just to supplement, just for time's sake. And I spend a lot of time researching who's going to bring us the wood and, you know, the best pricing and whatever. But, you know, I also ask really specific questions like, is the wood seasoned? And how long has it been setting? Has it been kept dry? And they're always like, oh yeah, and it's been
All right,
it's been
so
sitting
their
since the
idea
spring,
of season,
and
they go out there with some salt and
they're like, yeah,
Yeah.
they'll just season it up. But anyways, inevitably the wood is always wet. We were actually burning some wood yesterday after we got our fireplace cleaned, and we could watch it drip.
yeah, it would like bubble up, and all the little
Yeah.
moisture and stuff inside there would
And
bubble
that's-
out the ends of the tubes, and
It's so dangerous. It's so bad. And I wish just, you know what, if you're selling firewood, just be honest. Just tell them,
hey,
yes.
I cut this last week.
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, that wouldn't burn at all. So I think most of this wood has been setting for, you know, multiple months, maybe even since the spring, like they told me, which is what they told me. But it possibly hasn't been out of the elements or, you know, under cover or under
Well, and
significant
that's
enough
what
cover.
the problem with our firewood last year. You know, we put a lot away, but I put it under the porch, and I thought it would be out of the elements enough. but it wasn't quite. So I've got a plan for next year as far as how we're going to do that.
Yeah.
Going to
In all of our spare time, we'll just
all that spare
we'll
time.
get on it. That'll be fine.
It'll be good.
Yeah, I think so.
It's called time blocking.
Sure. Oh, you're learning about that.
I am.
You're reading a book.
Oh yeah. So, but yeah. So we've got lots happening on the homestead. Sold lots of eggs. Got rid of those. Now we've got a lot more.
You're somewhere.
Yep. And yeah. So all kinds of fun things preparing for colder weather in winter. Got the generator. I probably need to fire that up and just run it for about 20-30 minutes. Make sure that we're in good shape. Hadn't started it in a couple months.
Sure.
Oh, got the heater in the pump house
It's important.
going. Yep.
Keeps our pump from freezing up.
Well, it's not so much the pump, but all the little hoses that come up out of there, and then the big holding tank and everything that I replaced a couple years ago.
Right.
So last year, a couple years ago, I can't remember.
Yeah. I got to tell you, that's something I don't ever want to do again, because that's the type of project that inevitably you will only need to do when it's pouring down rain and freezing cold, and
Yes.
and requires all the strength and physical ability that you currently don't possess in that one moment.
Yep. Absolutely.
Every time.
Yeah, it's it was
Stuff like that only breaks when it.
Well, our pump went out, and we've got a
You have a video on it.
Video on, I think, us adjusting the pressure tank, but the pump went out, and what was happening is inside the pressure tank it was filling up with water, didn't have enough air pressure, so the pump would just turn on and off and on and off and on and off very quickly, because there was no give
Right.
in the pressure tank, and that in and of itself will just wear on the actual pump. But what was actually happening was, as you go down the casing of the well, it didn't have a very smooth casing, and it's got these big wires that kind of travel down the pipe next to the pump, or next to like the water pipe going down to the pump, and those would rub up against the sidewall as it would turn on, so the torque would actually like twist the whole thing. Harvey,
Is
did
it-
you find another bottle of water?
There's a brand new bottle,
This is a Fiji.
Fiji water.
He's drinking the uppity water now. There we go.
You're trying to get sponsored.
Hey, that would be great. But then, yeah, so the torque of the pump was just turning,
Yeah.
and it was wearing the cables out on the sidewall of the well casing, and so it ended up wearing all the way through in a couple different places, and then the wires shorting out and blowing the breaker, and oh, that was just a mess.
Yeah, it was
Had to
terrible.
pull the whole thing up,
And it was hard.
rewire it.
It was hard. And I feel like when we went to go put the pump back down,
Mm-hmm.
that all of a sudden it didn't go as far.
It didn't. So it
We don't
stopped
know
about
what
50
happened.
feet short of where. I know exactly what happened. The metal casing didn't go all the way down to the bottom of the well,
Yeah,
and the sidewalls fell in when we were pulling it out.
yeah.
So, because it was just like this big, thick ball of clay
Oh,
down there.
it was terrible. I don't ever want to do that again.
Oh, so, but it's been
But
holding.
I'm sure we will eventually have
Yep,
to do that
that-
again.
That's been one of those nagging little things in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Just wondering, is our well going to go dry because it's not as deep?
Oh yeah, I wonder that too. But you know,
This has been a really dry year.
we've
and
been through
not
some
had any
some
issues.
mad droughts, and I feel
Yeah.
like we've had not even a thought of an issue.
Right.
So I think that we're okay, but then again, the worst could still be yet to come.
That's true.
So we'll see.
Yep. So that's kind of what's going on the homestead. Lots of stupid little things and getting ready. Is everybody okay? I don't know what that was. Lots of getting little things ready for winter and the colder weathers, and doing stuff like that. So, but now, you know what time it is?
I do, but I don't think you know at all what we're gonna.
It's time for what is in the news, but I don't know what's in the news, so
No.
she does.
Oh, no, see, that's not how this works. I find you some articles
Okay,
sometimes, but
all
I'm
right.
not supposed to have to.
So this is going to be a first look. You're going to get first impressions from me, right?
I can give you a basic overview.
You've got the basic synopsis of things and how they work. So, all right, so we've got this first one, I think. Yep, all right. So Polish residents said that they heard a loud whoosh right before a missile killed 2 farmers in a field.
Okay, so this is right near the Ukraine Poland border.
Uh-huh.
And so they're saying it was definitely a Russian missile just based on looking at the missile. And there's a picture down a little further. If you look at that post, it's a crater with farming equipment.
Oh, wow.
But there were 2 farmers in that field, and it killed them both, and they were Polish citizens. And so basically Russia's responded and said, oh, well, it wasn't us. We're not doing any exercises near the Poland border. So, whatever. And of course, Ukraine says it was them, and Poland believes it was them, but is not going to say that out loud yet, because that's a huge thing to say if you say it. But they are currently meeting to find out if they need to go with NATO Article 4 and just sort of
Good gracious.
take things from there. So this could be interesting.
So the Polish Foreign Ministry said on Tuesday that Russian-made missile fell into the region and has summoned the Russian ambassador to provide an explanation. Oy, 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 oy. Things just get more complicated, don't they? But if you really think about it, I mean, you've got these nations, entire nations, that are resting on the backs of young men that are just barely out of their teens, sometimes still in their teens.
Yeah.
And hey, one wrong move, one wrong calculation, and oops.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Are y'all good?
The fire fell out of...
Don't worry, the dogs are coming.
The dogs are coming to help. Good gracious.
I'm sure everything's fine.
Oh.
I feel like that right there, the fire fell out of the fire and the dogs panicking and running downstairs. I don't know why, that just feels like our life lately.
Yeah.
It's like all these crazy things are happening and going poorly, but people who couldn't possibly help at all are on their way, and they're like
Exactly. All right, so you got another one here. Fed up U.S. farmers tell why government will put them out of business.
Yeah. So this one is basically just the story of, and it's just an example, of a farmer in New Jersey who farms, one of the things he farms is sweet potatoes.
Uh-huh.
And he's fed up with, first of all, the regulations for what they consider local. So there's grocery stores all over his area that say they're selling local produce, but most of them are selling from, very far away. So from...
Hi. Hello.
From Georgia and other places. They said it could be anywhere in like the North America would count as local according to the policies and the procedures and the rules for selling local produce. But additionally, he said, last year he was being paid, or 2 years ago he was being paid $17 a box for a box of sweet potatoes from a local restaurant, and then last year it was $15, and this year he was told that they're only going to pay $13 a box.
Wow.
And so he said that the problem is that in New Jersey, they've raised their minimum wage to like 15 something an hour.
Uh-huh.
So to have enough workers to produce those sweet potatoes is ridiculous, because down in Georgia, where they're ultimately buying the sweet potatoes from because it's cheaper, the minimum wage is only like $11 an hour. And he's like, I absolutely cannot compete with that. That's not something that's reasonable for us. And he said, so because we were required to move up this minimum wage, and because, there's no actual parameters on what's considered local, the government is really quickly going to put me out of business because I can't afford to keep up with a farmer from Georgia.
Right. Yeah. And a farm isn't one of those businesses that you can just uproot.
Does it smell like they caught something on fire?
It does smell a little like campfire-esque in here. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, but yeah, a farm isn't really something that you can just pull up roots and head down to Georgia where it's a little bit easier to...
He said that, this gentleman said that his family farm has been there, I can't remember how many generations and how long, but I mean, this is a long-standing legacy for his family that they've been doing this forever. And, he's at a place where he's going to have to consider whether or not he can even continue on in his business.
And it's so many different directions that's attacking local farmers.
He says we're just treading water.
Yeah, it's fuel prices going up, labor prices going up. It's cost of fertilizer, cost of seed, all the things, any kind of pesticides, and it's like everything that you can possibly do to run a farm or produce a crop is under attack. And it's almost... Is there a situation, Silas, that we need to be aware of?
No.
Okay, well, I just was wondering because you're...
I was just trying to avoid the dogs.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, why don't you feed them? They might leave everyone alone.
Yeah. So that was...
we are all kinds of a mess tonight.
We're just doing great. I mean, having a great time. But then we have one more
This one
news story.
is a big deal.
A big deal. Cocoa farmers fear climate change to blame for lower crop production.
So, less chocolate.
What?
That's right. Less chocolate.
Less chocolate. All right, so for more than 40 years, Jean-Baptiste Celeo has farmed cocoa on several acres of his family's land in the Ivory Coast, a West African nation that produces almost half the world's supply of the raw ingredient used in chocolate.
So let's just be clear. Half of the world's supply of chocolate is in jeopardy currently.
So are they saying that climate change is to blame for the lower crop production?
So I think the main complaint in this article is dry conditions. There hasn't been enough rain. So the drought has been so bad that they said basically it's raining now, but it's too late. Like during their season for producing this crop, there wasn't enough rain, so it's significantly less. It's not as good, and it's not as the cocoa pods as they were putting it aren't as ripe, and they're not as large as they should be. So
what that means is our probably boxes of chocolates for Valentine's Day are going to be more expensive.
Yeah. Well, I just, women of the world need to be able to find chocolate. And now that's going to be like 50% harder, so.
It costs 50% more.
Could be.
200% more.
That's fine. Women will pay it. It's not a problem. There are some things that are important. I'm just saying.
Men will pay it.
That's true. Men will pay it.
To make the women happy. Oh my goodness. But yeah.
That's it. That's all I came up with.
So lots of attacks in the world, whether it's missiles dropping from the sky on farmers, or governments getting in the way of production, or hey Cole, how you doing? Or the droughts and climates changing. What?
Look under the window unit. Do you see?
Yes. Do you know what that is?
No.
That's the little magic wand thing that Christina had for like the spinny thing. When I set the thing over there, it landed on a button, and now it's just flashing.
Forever.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's kind of how things
fine.
roll. Fun stuff. All right. Well, that was what was in the news.
Now what?
Now what? Do you know what our topic is?
No. I know that I threw something out there as a joke, and I think you ran with it.
I did.
But I'm not actually prepared to.
Thanksgiving versus Christmas.
I can't do it.
Which one's better?
I think that they go hand in hand.
Which one is better? There has to be a winner. We have to settle this for the world so that we can know what attention needs to be given to what holidays.
So I can't do it. I think I know what your opinion is.
You know what my opinion is.
I think I know what your opinion is.
What do you think my opinion is?
I think you like Thanksgiving.
I do like Thanksgiving.
I think
What's your opinion?
I really think that they go hand in hand. I think that you almost can't have one without the other. I think that
you like Christmas.
I do like Christmas, but I love food.
We have food at Christmas.
Not the same.
Not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same food. That's true.
It's close. Some of it's close to the same food, but anyways, I think that they go hand in hand. I think you need one for the other and vice versa. And I think that their seasons are close together intentionally. It's good.
You think it was the like?
I think that if you want to see it that way, yes.
You can just see all the what were they? Not the Penguins. Not the Protestants.
The Pilgrims?
The Pilgrims.
Are you
Those
talking
were the
about
ones.
Pilgrims?
My brain has been working very
It's
well
fine.
here recently.
Same.
All the Pilgrims were like, you know what? Let's have this festival of celebration and bounty for our.
So this wasn't actually what I suggested that we discuss. I suggested that we discuss
You're
the
right.
importance of not beginning Christmas until after you're done with Thanksgiving.
Right. And so I took that idea and I ran with it and I said, we're going to have Smackdown.
Okay, well,
Thanksgiving versus Christmas.
I'm not going to fight.
Come on.
No,
Fight me.
no. I don't want
You've
to.
had a violent streak. I know you do.
Yeah, but not over Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Really? Thanksgiving is the time for families to fight. It's like the holiday you set aside. There's even like humongous football games where guys dress in tight pants and collide with each other, fighting over a small pigskin.
Just to show the world that you're supposed to fight now.
It is. It's a time to fight and argue and talk about politics and religion and all the things that divide and unite.
You know
families.
what? I'm going to call one of my friends with the flu and see if we can catch that. Before Thanksgiving, I take it back.
Oh. Hi,
What?
Harvey.
Why are our children not...
Hey, children.
Ow, ow, ow,
Please
ow.
pay attention to the dogs.
They need to go out. They need to go outside.
But no, it's Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays.
Yeah.
Not just because of the food, but because the time that you get to spend with family and the celebration around that meal is just something special, something unique. And I think it often gets overlooked because people don't like to stop and consider gratitude.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, that's one of the most important things. I mean, you can't even have a giving spirit and a giving heart if you're not first thankful for the things that you currently have. You'll always be resentful for having to do for others if you're not thankful for what others have done for you or for what you've been blessed with.
Yeah.
And then it's a whole lot easier to have that giving spirit if you have a. Why is he sending me
I
a
have
text?
no idea.
It's. Whatever. Such a distraction. Nothing but the best on these live streams.
But I think gratefulness is something that has become a practice in my life. It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. It's funny to say this, but I feel like I'm the most grateful when things are going completely wrong and
Yeah?
completely poorly. I think it's a reminder, and maybe this is something that I practiced unintentionally, but when something is going poorly, like we have a car out of commission right now,
Yes.
and it frustrates me. It's been out of commission for a little while, and it's just something that's needed to sit for a bit until we had the opportunity to really kind of tackle it and time to manage it.
Yeah.
And as that happens, I find myself, when I don't have a vehicle or when I don't have what I need, or when I feel like it's not big enough to transport our kids and their friends and things like that, I get really frustrated. And in that moment of frustration, it's almost automatic that, my heart kind of goes, but thank you, Lord, that we have these other vehicles. Thank you, Lord, that we have the ability to be down a car and still take care of our basic needs and our basic necessities. And when you were without a job, I was grateful that we were moving on to something better and something new, something that we probably knew needed to happen for a long time. And it was hard. And in those moments where I was sad and it was heavy, those were the moments where it was so easy. It was so much easier to just say, but thank you. Thank you that we have this path and that we can look forward to that, and that we can know that we're moving on to the place that we need to be.
Yeah, it's like using it kind of like a correcting behavior. You feel those moments of resentment and frustration creep up into your heart and to your mind, and then you remind yourself, hey, there's a lot here that
like I'm so blessed that I can be complaining that one of our 3 vehicles is down. Like how blessed am I that we still have enough vehicles to get groceries and to get our trash to the dump, and to get, which we need to do that, by the way.
Yes, that's on the list for
tomorrow. But how blessed are we that we can be down a vehicle and still just barely skip a beat, and just for the sake of convenience and comfort be like, oh, this is so frustrating, and then you stop and go, wow, this is just for the sake of convenience and comfort, and that's okay.
And at the most, it's required more conversation and communication and planning.
Which isn't bad, because I don't see you that much anymore, so we get to talk more about.
Hey, let's talk about the car.
Yeah.
When are we gonna need that? And what are you driving? But it's easy to be reminded during the difficult times to be thankful. But I don't think that we take an opportunity enough, just in our everyday lives and the normal things. To count those blessings, right? Because we can be surrounded by so much bounty and so much blessing, and I think that was the original thought of the Pilgrims, is to say, hey, we went through some really tough times and we almost didn't make it. And now we're thriving. We're doing good. Let's not forget about where we came from. Let's not forget about how we got here and the blessing that it has been, and considering all the things that have made that possible. The not only the experiences that they had, but the friendships that they made, and the things that they were able to learn in those moments, and just look back and think about how amazing it was that these things happened, and if had they not happened, where could we have been? So it's easy to get lost in the blessings of things, and just to think that, hey, this is all just peachy and roses, and they could have gone about their days and just stored food for the winter, and everybody been happy about, but they stopped to take a moment and consider, hey, there's a reason for this, and we're going to celebrate the gratitude that we have, and call it Thanksgiving. So, but I like it. I like Thanksgiving more. You like Christmas more because you like to decorate.
Well, I'm going to like Thanksgiving more for another week.
Yes.
And then I'm going to switch gears. I do like to decorate for Christmas. So many of my friends love decorating for fall. We live in a cabin in the middle of the woods. I don't need to decorate for fall. Fall decorates for me.
Yes.
It's great. But Christmas? Our house wants to be decorated for Christmas.
It really does.
Our house asks, it begs all year, please decorate me for Christmas, because it's this beautiful wood cabin in the woods, and you know, just it's
Yeah.
it's happiest
Yep.
when it's all decked out for Christmas. So I don't even feel bad about it, you know?
That is true.
Honestly, the 1 month, of course, I leave our stuff up longer than that, but the 1 month that I get between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I don't put stuff up early. I'm good about that. That's very
Yeah.
important to you, but it's not enough time. It's not enough time for how beautiful our house is at Christmas. Which maybe we should do a video on that to show everybody how beautiful it is, because
Okay.
it is.
All right.
But or maybe the putting up of all the things, 'cause
Decorating for Christmas.
that takes a minute. But not only that, but well, I'm very distracted and lost what I was gonna say.
But yeah, just and the spirit of giving. So once you've had that spirit of gratitude and thanksgiving, and filled your bellies up and looked back at the year and said, wow, look at all that we've got to be thankful for. Look at all of our many blessings. And you've taken the focus off of what you want and getting more and started considering all that you've got. Then you can look and say, hey, how
Yeah.
can we be a blessing to others?
Yeah.
You know, we've got all of this amazing bounty that the Lord has provided. How can we bless others with it? And then comes Christmas, and you're like, oh, well, I could do this.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
It's good.
decorating for Christmas is a pain in the butt, but I love doing it for you.
We don't ask for much. I
You don't.
usually am pretty good about
Yeah.
doing that for myself, but
So, I have to go up in I think most of the stuff
I think
this
we
year,
didn't put it in the barn.
yeah,
I think
is
we've got
in-
it
in the little
accessible.
attic spaces upstairs now, so hopefully it won't be too bad
Yeah.
to find it
But
all.
I'm not one of those people who puts up like multiple trees, and
No, we have the one tree.
there's so many people who put up a tree in every room of their house. I don't do that.
Yeah, and then we have some traditions
Yeah.
around Christmas, like
But we can save that. That's a great topic for another video. So you
Okay.
shouldn't give it all away, because I feel like that's a really good
are we gonna do a live stream next week, Wednesday before Christmas,
before Thanksgiving.
before Thanksgiving?
We're skipping ahead, huh?
Well,
Mr. Ooh, I like Thanksgiving.
well, we were
skip
just
it all
talking about
together.
Christmas.
Uh-huh.
And so, but anyways,
Um,
so
let's put a TBD on that. I think that it could be fun. Everybody could be home and baking their pies and whatever, but I don't want to commit myself to something if I'm also
well, that's what I'm concerned about. You
maybe
might
do
be
a live
little
stream
bit
from the kitchen.
from the kitchen. Yeah, that'll be great. But no, we have some traditions around the Thanksgiving holiday too,
Yeah,
where
I think most of those came from
came
your
from
family.
my side of the family.
Yeah.
But we always, the men will get together and we'll go out hunting in the morning.
And your sister.
She's been
Sometimes she sends her boys now actually,
Yeah.
and she's able to
she's
be
been
back.
doing the cooking stuff and things, but then the ladies get together and prepare Thanksgiving lunch.
Yep,
And then, are we having it here again?
we are.
Yay!
Yeah, I like that. I
It
think
makes
it's helpful.
Makes it easier than trying to go back and forth to many places.
Yeah.
So we do that usually and have a big lunch. And I think last year, the year before, we had so many pies. There was like one pie for each person.
And plus an extra. Plus one extra.
Oh, we like sweets. And then you make an amazing turkey and mac and cheese and mashed potatoes.
And your favorite, broccoli casserole.
I really want to build you like an outside kitchen.
Yes, I know,
I think
because you
that
can't
would-
stand the smell
I
of
think
broccoli
that would be
cooking.
Awesome. Put that on my ambitions list. So, but yeah, just having those fun traditions that your family can look forward to and that you can spend with, I always enjoyed going hunting with my dad and look forward to opportunities to go hunting with the kids. And did I make it? Yeah, you made it. Of course you did. So, but
Gaming Shorts channel, what's better, Thanksgiving or Christmas?
gotta think about that one. And then with just not your family, but your brother-in-law, he used to always like spend Thanksgiving scouring the newspapers and magazines for
Yes.
Black Friday deals.
You know, COVID changed all that, and oh, he says, I'm grateful for that too.
Just that whole dynamic of Black Friday starting.
It was
In the middle
fun.
of
I just think it kept like
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving food is good. Christmas is okay. He's on your side.
There you go. Thanksgiving, good. Christmas is decent. Christmas gets distracted from the food.
I do like food.
The food is
I
good.
do. I love food.
So, but yeah, so like the whole like, it was getting earlier and earlier. So it was like you'd start off, you go and be out there at 4 a.m, waiting in line to get to your, local electronics store and buy the best deals and things like that. And then it was like, okay, so we're opening at midnight, and so you'd go and
Right.
stand in line at 9 o'clock, and then they're like, okay, we're gonna open at 6 o'clock at night on Thanksgiving, and you're like, okay, now you're just like skipping dinner and everything, and just becoming, oh, are we taking pictures?
Yeah. My sister is like, can you send me something? It's like, I can. You know what she wants?
What?
The broccoli casserole recipe.
Ah,
I can. I just need a minute.
we should make a video about that.
The broccoli casserole?
Yeah.
Why?
Now that it's dark out and I'm working till all hours of the night, we should make more like inside videos.
More inside videos?
Yeah.
Okay. So definitely going to ask for a matchbox for Christmas. Nothing else.
Maybe some wood. A
Maybe
matchbox.
some wood.
Tell you
Okay.
what, do one better. Get a Bic lighter.
Huh.
Yep. So yeah, maybe we could do some videos like that. It
So
might be entertaining. Kind of break out your.
we only have a couple people on, but if there are indoor homesteading type videos that you'd like to see us make, you can kind of tell us what you think would be good. But I think decorating the house for Christmas, that's a
Decorating
whole
the
thing. I
house.
think that would be fun. Maybe a time lapse on that one. That'd be,
Making some homemade gifts,
yeah. Yeah, we tend
Like
to do that.
crafty things.
Try to be thoughtful about, not just phone it in, like, oh, look, I made this lousy thing, but just try to be thoughtful about who the person is and what they want, and then really try to put our best efforts into it, which we have some good efforts.
I have 2 girls. They could be sitting around with their little sewing needles and things, doing a embroidery or whatever they call that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
We
not
could get
their,
'em bonnets.
the thing is, I think that their talents fall in other areas, and I
They
think
do.
that's okay. I'm tempted to teach all the old ways and things. I mean, I can crochet. There's other things that I can do that I could teach them, but they're so talented in their own ways, and so creative in their own ways that they're able to do thoughtful things
Yep.
in a new
Yep.
kind of way. So maybe
Absolutely.
we can
And
talk a
it's-
little bit about that and what that looks like.
It is fun to watch them see the creativity come out and how they're able to be a blessing to others in a creative and different way.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to fit molds
No,
necessarily.
definitely.
So, but yeah, so Thanksgiving versus Christmas. Thanksgiving is better right now.
And for another week
Yeah,
and a day.
a week and a day.
Yeah.
Yay! I'm excited. What's gonna make me?
Broccoli casserole. I'm supposed to make turkey.
Yeah,
You like that?
I like that.
Okay. Rolls
Okay.
and broccoli casserole and pies.
And all the pie.
And I'm going to my mom's house to make the pies, and we're gonna make. Oh, thanks, Lindsay. And I'm gonna make your favorite pecan pie,
Yay!
and I'm sure my mom will make one, so you'll get to have it twice in one day.
That will make me
Plus, you'll
happy.
get to keep leftovers.
Uh-huh.
And
So
pumpkin
have
pie and peanut butter pie. All the peas.
pumpkin, pecan,
Peanut butter.
peanut butter. Let's see if there's another good one. That's pretty much all of them.
He's got that beard though.
Yeah,
It's
that's
true.
true.
It's true. It's nice. It's not bad.
So throwing out a little bit, starting to get a little fluffy on there. trying to keep it trimmed up and looking nice. So I'm not
It looks good.
like last time I grew it out this long. It was just kind of all scraggly, and I looked like
Nah.
a scary man. So, but anyway, so we're really looking forward to Thanksgiving. Looking forward to looking back on the year just with some gratitude and some excitement, and then allowing that to motivate a spirit of giving and being a blessing to others for Christmas.
So, what's better? Thanksgiving for another week. And then we'll see.
And then we can turn on the Christmas music. Well,
And movies. Oh
and
my goodness.
movies, yeah.
There's not enough time to watch all the movies in a month.
We'll come up with a good plan. We'll have a strategy. For legal reasons, this
Perfect
is a
for
joke.
lighting on fire. Okay.
All right.
Great.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I think that's about all the time that we've got. It is 7:23.
All
There
right.
is
Hey, look at us being early.
7 minutes left in the hour time slot
We can
allotted.
just sit here and stare at each other.
It's so pretty. You're my favorite turkey maker.
Well,
So, all right. I'm concerned about the macaroni and cheese situation
why?
because it's one of my favorites,
Okay.
and it might not be done well.
Your sister's doing it. She always does a great job. She always makes the macaroni and cheese in her Instant Pot, and it's really delicious.
It's not going to be too runny, is it?
No, she always does really good. She
All
makes
right.
delicious mac and cheese.
Like the ones that I like is like in the pan, and it's like and then it's baked, and it's like
Look, I always buy the pan for our leftovers because her leftovers go with her. So your Black Friday mac and cheese is secure.
okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right. Don't worry.
And will the potatoes have lumps in them?
I don't know. Your mom signed up for mashed potatoes. So you'll have to ask
Okay.
her.
All right. They can't be mashed too much.
Well, feel free to just give instructions.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. All right.
Wait, Christmas is better. Not yet, it's not.
No, Christmas is not better. Not yet. Not until Christmas time, which is in a week and 2 days.
That's right.
All right.
On the dot.
On the dot. I mean, technically, even just like
Now you're just carrying on now.
in the
Thanksgiving
afternoon.
food is bad. No, it's not.
That is wrong. Black Friday mac and cheese.
Black Friday mac and cheese. That's right.
Oh, alrighty. Well, thank you guys. We love you. Enjoy doing these little live streams with you. Yeah, we'll see you maybe next week, and hopefully I'll have a plan beforehand
All right.
so that we're not running late. But thank you guys.
And maybe we can have quiet children? Probably not.
Probably not.
We haven't
Don't
had
get
that
your-
in
Don't get your hopes
17
up.
years.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye. And end the broadcast.